Hey, thank you for joining me for this unboxing and review of this holystone HS170 supplied courtesy of Holystone. If you're not familiar with Holystone RC, Holystone is a manufacturer of some good RC quads. So, you know, this comes in this nice little box, 3D cast fly. This is called a Predator. So if we open up here, let's have a look at what's on the inside. So we've got this in vacuum form. We get a bag with a user manual and some other things we'll have a look at shortly. We get the radio control TX transmitter, and in here we get the quadcopter. There we go. That's what it looks like. Got the Holystone logo on it. Nice glossy black with the blue and white underneath. Two white front props, two black back props. And the props are quite flexible, but look as though they've got a nice pitch on them. The prop guards are very strong. So this is really strong for prop guards. Then underneath, I suppose we could say it does look a bit like a Predator with these this landing gear that curves down and comes in beneath the motor housing. And as far as cooling goes, the motors are very well exposed, so should cool quite easily, comfortably and adequately. Still quite flexible. It looks as though it can be very firm, but it's quite flexible, so this should be quite durable for if it crashes or hits against anything. And if we could have a look in here, this is our removable battery, just with a 2-pin blade loci connection into here, and a 3.7 volts 380 mAh battery, which should be good for a flying time of 6 to 8 minutes. Let's see how it's fully charged. It's come in at 89%. You know, reasonably well charged, but always good. Charge it up to full capacity before flying. And this reminds me a bit of a JJRC 8HC, which is actually a nice little quad to fly to, and the battery fits in here quite similarly. Slides in there, and then we just connect it up over here. So with it connected up, we can see bright red LEDs at the rear and a bright blue LED at the front extending onto the arms. So that should be quite visible and good for seeing orientation, and should also look quite good in the dark. So let's just disconnect this for now. And if we have a look here in this bag, this is the cable for the battery charger, so that the low-C connection just plugs in over to here, plug this into a USB source, and either a light will come on or go off when it is fully charged. We also get 4 spare propellers, 2 black, 2 white. We also get a nice small little spanner tool to remove the propellers, and there are also 3 spare screws, which is good to have. And we also get a star Phillips screwdriver. So with this we get a caution notice, mainly telling you how to look after the batteries and how to charge up the batteries. And this user manual feels a good quality, comes in 3 different languages. We open it up and we've got a very nice diagram and description, and telling us the transmitter functions, how to prepare for flight, charging the battery, additional tips before flying, how to recalibrate the gyro, because this also has a 6-axis gyro, to do flips. So yeah, a very nice, impressive instruction manual. And if we look at the radio control, feels quite good to hold. The sticks feel good to maneuver. The throttle lever is not spring loaded because this doesn't have altitude hold, but this one is, so that we can do 360 flips and rolls. You need to supply your own 6 AA batteries, which slots in here at the back, and this cover clips on and holds on there quite well. Then the main on-off switch is here. There's a red button, the red LED light that comes on there, a green LED light there. Now this button over here is to switch the lights of the quad on or off with a long press. The button on the left here is 1 key return. And this button over here is for headless mode. These 4 buttons are for the trims, forward, backwards and side trims. Then to adjust speeds, you've got to press down on the throttle lever to adjust speeds. And to do 360-degree flips and rolls, you also need to press down on the direction lever here, and then do your flip or roll. So let's connect up the quad again. Yeah. Okay. Makes a beep. Okay, then to bind you need to press the throttle lever up and down. So let's just switch the radio control transmitter off again. Beeps. Bind, and that's it, bound. Then to calibrate we need to press down on the throttle lever, so you hear the DDD, and then pull both sticks down to the bottom left. The lights flash, then it goes solid, and that is it, calibrated. Then if we press down on here, single beep for low speed, 2 beeps for medium speed, and 3 beeps for high speed. And let's see if we press this button to turn the lights off. Yes, the lights go off. We press and hold and the lights come back on again. So let's get the motors going and turn off the TX transmitter. 1001, 1002. So within 2 seconds if it goes out of range. Now the range on this is 30 to 50 meters, so if it does go out of range and you lose control or contact between the controller and the quad, it will power down and drop wherever it is. Can we rebind with it if we get closer and we can't find it or see it? Yes, we can. So then you can try and listen for any sounds or noises if it still has sufficient battery to help you find it. So let's see how it flies indoors. We'll see how it flies in the dark, and we'll also see how it flies outdoors. Okay, all set and calibrated. Let's take off. Okay, so that's it. Holding quite steadily. Okay, that's the yaw in the low rate. Okay, let's try a flip. Yes, no, nice tight little flip. Put it up a speed. Whoops. Yes. Very responsive. And now it's in the high rate. Oh yes. Okay, put it down to low rates again. Turn off the lights. Have a look. Bring it up. So we can see these red lights at the back. Turn it to the side. Looks quite nice. This is the front. Bring it forward. See the blue lights in the front. Take it back. Goes down. Oh, it really looks quite nice in the dark. Let's do a flip in the dark. Okay, so nice flip in the dark too. Very tight, very good. And let's see how the Predator HS170 flies. It's all ready to go. I'm going to time the flight, start the clock. Let's take off. Okay, so still in the low rate, holding nicely. Sounds quite smooth. Nice little yaw. I do a flip. There we go. Okay, handling the wind quite well. Put up the rate. Oopsie. There we go, we're in the medium rate. That's the yaw in the medium rate. All going well. That's a backflip in the medium rate. Put up to the fast rate. There we go. We're in the fast rate now. That's the yaw in the fast rate. Not that fast, so but quite good, quite manageable. Right, flip in the fast rate. So that goes very well. Take it for a little ride. Yeah, handles quite well. Bring it back and around. really quite zippy, quite nice, responsive. You know, the wind's about 4 miles per hour. It's not pushing it that much, so with the shape and design, it really is managing it well for a small craft like this. Oh, really impressive, quite nice. Okay, so let's go there, back across, take it up that way, and try the 1 key return. So, okay, it's beeping but not much happening. No, 1 key return doesn't seem to function too well. Okay, stop the clock. Okay, so yeah, no. Okay, let's try headless mode. Okay, headless mode works fine. Okay, take it out of headless mode. Go back into normal flight. No, apparently not. Okay, here we are, back into normal mode, still going well. Keeping it close by for the camera because of the size. It sounds smooth, going nicely, really responsive. Managing the wind well. Okay, this is the wind pushing it back, and you know, not pushing it back too fast. It hasn't got altitude hold, but it's holding altitude quite well. Actually quite surprised how well it's maintaining. Okay, dropping now, let's put it back up again. No, that's pretty good considering it hasn't got altitude hold. Back up again. Oh, noise in the background there. Okay, time wise 5 minutes 45 seconds. Can climb quite nicely too. Bring it back down. Hey, have we got flashing lights here? Yes, we've got flashing lights, so let's just see how long it lasts. Well, lights seem to have stopped flashing now. Okay, so I've left the lights on for the flight to get the duration with the lights on as well. Sorry, no, it's not the lights, it's the glint of the motors. So it's still going nicely. 6.5 minutes. Okay, lights are flashing. See what it does. Still going okay. Seven minutes. Still going well. So nice time. No, okay, well, there it's going. Losing power a bit now. Still going though. Wow, still going. Is losing a bit of power, but still maintaining, still keeping up. Still going well, still going strong. Okay, 7.5 minutes. Okay, stop the clock. 7.5 minutes flying time. Really flies nicely, even in the wind. Just the one key return doesn't seem to function as well as it should. But it really flies well and is a really nice looking little quad. Thanks for joining me. Cheerio.